Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Tuesday, November 26, 2019. In both the Lynn life and the Jamie body mind, and maybe also the Baxter body mind, the authorized souls remain only child souls from the deeper, denser dimensions, and all other souls from all other dimensions, as long as the souls are already living by the many rules already given to the Search for Truth community by wiser minds above all of us. And those rules include keeping our focus on the most important issues of our times, not pretending that somebody else is going to solve the big problems.
That's true.
And this has been the focus of the work in this community for way more than a decade.
That's true.
And as a result, we've learned some things that explain a lot. And somebody's asking for an example. I can see the room that's speaking, and
Yeah, that's true. In a higher
Yes.
dimension, a much higher dimension.
yes, a much higher dimension, and they feel like they're being kind of like interrupted by a reporter at the door, and they're
That's
turning to
true.
look at the reporter, and there's a sense of maybe irritation at being interrupted.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're saying, well, we need upward flow to get the intuitive channels to blow upward when presences sleep, so that they will once more listen to their guardian angels and do whatever it is that they're supposed to be doing with their lives, rather than forgetting what they're supposed to be doing with their lives and drowning in the societies that are destroying the planet.
That's right.
When everybody who's active on this planet and is a human has come in with this soul plan to stop the destruction. And there are variations on the theme of how to stop the destruction, but
That's true.
everybody's supposed to be stopping the destruction, and instead the destruction is increasing.
That's true.
And the most destructive societies are the ones that everybody else is copying. So
That's right.
it's headed in the wrong direction. And therefore we started focusing upward, seeing what are the guardian angels doing, the guardian angels for planet Earth. What are they doing? How is this disaster continuing to get worse? And we notice that the guardian angels themselves seem to be forgetting what they came in to the depths to do,
That's
exactly
true.
as humans are forgetting what they came into the depths to do.
That's true.
And that this is an enormous problem, because if the guardian angels themselves have forgotten, humanity doesn't stand a chance
That's true.
of turning around. It just isn't going to happen. And this makes the spirit world look really, really, really bad.
That's true.
Says someone. It makes the spirit world look really, really bad. So now we have this question for the supervisors of the planet Earth guardian angels, and it's this voice who's come to the door of this room of presences who consider themselves far more important than whoever is interrupting them.
That's true.
And it's kind of like a Boy Scout reporter is here to
That's true.
get a interview with important people for the Boy Scout news journal.
Exactly.
And they're trying to not be openly rude to the Boy Scout, and the Boy Scout is saying, we have a question for the supervisors of planet Earth's guardian angels, and it's possible that's the room
Yeah.
that we've connected to in that much, much, much higher dimension.
That's right.
Those presences who look irritated at the interruption, they might be the supervisors of the guardian angels for planet Earth.
That's true.
And this kind of like a cub reporter, Cub Scout, that's funny.
That's really good.
Cub reporter, I like that. Cub reporter is asking, how can we overcome the toxicity of planet Earth so as to allow the planet Earth guardian angels to be able to remember why they have come into the depths? How can we overcome that toxicity?
It opens up a really big hole in the sky.
It does. And we can relate to this feeling of not remembering what we were born to do.
That's true.
And coming into the depths interdimensionally is like being born. When souls are born into planet Earth, they have come into the depths of planet Earth.
That's true.
And so it's the same. These guardian angels are coming into a denser dimension, and that's like being born. And then just like humanity, immediately they succumb to the toxicity and forget why they were coming.
That's
they
right.
forget the purpose of their experience. And so I think everybody who's listening to this video or watching the video or participating with this video in any way, we can all relate to this.
That's true.
If we can't, then shame on you, because why aren't you doing more? And we can all do more, and that point is that and they're talking, because we remember.
That's
so
true.
obviously they're talking to us, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're open to suggestion. What more can we do? What now? What now? What can we do now to overcome the toxicity so as to allow planet Earth guardian angels and planet Earth humanity and planet Earth all members, all species, to be able to remember why we've come into the depths? What now to stop the destruction? How do we overcome the toxicity so we all remember we're here to stop the destruction? How do we overcome the toxicity so we all remember we're here to stop the destruction? Do you hear anything?
No.
I don't either. The portal's open.
That's true.
How do we come into the depths? That's the wrong question. Somebody was saying, how do we come into the depths remembering what we've come to do?
That's right.
The point is, there's so many different guardian angels already here. There's
That's
billions
true.
upon billions of them parading around, but they've forgotten what they came into the depths to do.
That's true.
Just like humans, and they're trotting around doing bad things for bad people, just like humans.
That's true.
While pretending that they have no choice, quote unquote, because that's what their society is doing, and everybody's just looking at each other and waiting for somebody else to break ranks, but nobody's breaking ranks, and meanwhile the destruction is continuing to accelerate.
That's true.
We haven't even started heading in the direction of less destruction. We've not even reduced emissions. It
No,
hasn't
that's
even
true.
begun to turn around.
That's true.
What now? How to overcome the toxicity of thought so as to allow planet Earth guardian angels to be able to remember why they came into the depths. Somebody else is saying there's no way around removing all these extra dimensions.
That's what they're saying.
And this is the clouds of the undead. They're just
Yeah.
dimension upon dimension upon dimension of dead
That's true.
souls who don't know they're dead.
That's true.
So they don't even think about going up. It's not on their list of things to do. And
No, that's true.
they think that they are alive. And so if you think you're alive, you try it. Just try to go up to the next dimension up. Just do it. And it's not working for us. Is it
No.
working for you guys? And so let's not feel judgmental about those poor presences up there who are equally well trapped by their thinking.
That's true.
They believe themselves to be alive exactly as we all apparently believe ourselves to be alive.
That's
and
true.
they're having a hard time going up exactly as it seems impossible for us. And
That's
so
true.
I don't think we feel judgmental, but
No.
we think that we need an act of God here. We need the hand of God to lift up these dimensions that are in the way,
That's true.
so that maybe we can have some updrafts, so that maybe we can all remember, at least when we're sleeping,
That's
we
true.
can remember what it is we came into the depths to do. Is there anybody up there who's interested in clearing away some of these excess dimensions?
What it feels like is now the doorway or the hole in the sky is opening up to an even higher dimension than it was previously getting to.
We agree. Can anybody clear away these excess dimensions so that maybe the upward flow can be reestablished? We work on this so many times a day. We spend so much time every single day attempting to reestablish upward flow.
That's true.
It lasts as long as our focus is on it.
That's true.
And just for the tiny little areas in which we have an impact.
That's right.
We need this to happen on a mass scale. What now? To reestablish upward flow on a mass scale so as to blow up the channels, and then the intuitive channels, those energy structures through which our intuition comes, so that our intuition comes from higher vibrations, not just from the dreck in which we find ourselves living.
That's true.
How can we do that? We need an act of God. It needs to come from outside of the dimension.
That's true.
We don't know how to do it. You guys, can you just try? Just try to go up. See if you can go up. Anybody? And if anybody has success, please let us know. And I don't know how you're going to do that, because then you'll be dead.
I don't know.
But there has to be some kind of way. You could leave a note. Write a note saying, I'm going to try to go up. But it doesn't count if you off yourself by traditional human means. You have to actually just intend to transcend without assistance. It doesn't count if you take barbiturates or blow your head off.
No,
Neither of those
count.
and nothing else like that either.
No.
Just try and see if you can do it. I don't think it's possible.
No, I don't.
I think we need an act of God. We need the hand of God to help us. And there's so many godly presences from planet Earth who have already given their all.
That's true.
And so we need higher dimensions, higher powers to step in and make it happen, because our top godly presences are all, they've all died.
That's true.
In the effort to manifest a divine plan and stop the destruction. They all died, and now here we are, we've killed God. Just like Nietzsche said, he was right.
That's right.
Now what? And it's fascinating because society said that Nietzsche was insane, but he was exactly correct.
Oh, yeah.
He nailed it.
That's right.
He hit the bullseye. And now what? And that was more than 100 years ago.
That's right.
And then after that, something went seriously off track, and what it is still unclear.
That's true.
For him is the message. Why do you ask? And is anybody up there available to pull out some of these excess astral dimensions? Pull out some of these clouds of the undead? Just pull them way up. Whoosh! And then maybe the planet Earth guardian angels can remember what they came into the depths to do. And then maybe they can get through to their charges and help humanity also remember what we have come into the depths to do. Please, anybody up there have any interest, please? At all? Any interest? The portal's still open.
That's true.
I don't feel any shifting, no changing, but the portal's still open.
That's true.
Well, what now? How can we be of service to implement strategies of reestablishing upward flow on a mass scale? How can we be of service in implementing strategies that remove all these excess layers of the undead?
That's true.
Portal's still open.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all the guidance received and not yet understood.
That's true.
Thank you for the gifts given and not yet received. We know you guys send in help and we see it being siphoned off. But we know that you still sent it, and that helps.
That's true.
Thank you. We do know another person trained in this art of listening to wiser minds above, who has attempted to get an answer to this identical question, and she observes the same kinds of things.
That's true.
That there's no answer. She observes people saying basically, good question, I don't know. It's body language, it's
That's
miming,
right.
kind of like charades.
That's true. Like angels doing charades.
Yes, angels doing charades so that they can be seen when it's so difficult to hear them, and we very much appreciate them acting out
That's true.
whatever's happening, because we know it is difficult to hear them.
That's true.
So I guess the point is that at least one other external periscope is observing the same phenomenon.
That's true.
For whom is the message, and why do you ask?
Probably the point is that if the toxicity is so bad that even presences who are trained and trying very, very hard to tell what it is we're supposed to do or say aren't able to do it, then the odds are probably very, very low for all the other presences.
I know humanity doesn't stand a chance if the guardian angels can't themselves remember, and we think that that's actually the real point.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Guardian angels can't remember, let's not pretend that humanity's going to be able to remember.
That's right.
And if the guardian angels are able to get through to anybody at all, the guardian angels need to be remembering what the humans are supposed to be doing.
That's true.
Nothing is going to work without guardian angels who remember what they're supposed to be doing. And can we all see how bad this makes the spirit world look? Somebody's saying, can we all see how bad this makes the spirit world look? If you guys, somebody's saying, if you guys can't pull this out, can we all agree that this is a real disaster for the spirit world's resume? Somebody's saying,